In today's video, we're going to review one of my favorite casuals, the Edward Green Dover split-toed derby. I'm Kirby Allison, and I love helping the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes. Join me as we explore the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. The Dover is one of Edward Green's signature styles, a beautiful split-toed derby. This is a great casual shoe, perfect for a pair of odd trousers or with jeans on the weekend. Shown here in dark oak, this model is also available on Edward Green's website in over 15 different leathers. What I love about this shoe is the elegant, simple design combined with the exceptional craftsmanship of the hand-sewn apron and split toe. These two elements combine to give great visual detail and texture to this shoe. As with all Edward Green shoes, this Goodyear Welted shoe is made in their Northampton factory to the highest standards. Split-toed derbies are available in several different styles, but what differentiates this shoe is the beautiful hand-sewn apron and invisible toe seam here at the front. The result is beautiful and subtle visual details that really set this shoe apart. But first, let's talk about Edward Green. The famous English shoemaking firm was founded in 1890 by Mr. Edward Green, an expert shoemaker whose motto was "excellent without compromise." Quickly, his factory in Northampton, England, became closely associated with some of the finest Goodyear welted shoes in the world. Edward Green continues to be recognized around the world for their classic English aesthetic and uncompromising quality and construction, and really represents the apex of high-quality, factory-made Goodyear welted shoes. Their shoes are truly investment pieces reserved for those aficionados for whom only the best will do and who appreciate quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Today, Edward Green continues to manufacture all of their shoes at their Northampton factory and offers a full range of both classic dress shoes and more casual pieces. Split-toed derbies are great casual lace-ups, perfect for someone that enjoys the additional support and structure of a lace-up versus a slip-on like a penny loafer. Split-toed derbies are a great addition to any wardrobe. I own several and enjoy wearing them with less formal suits or a pair of odd trousers. The split-toed derby is a versatile, casual shoe. This is a shoe that I prefer in brown, and I especially like the dark oak of the model we have here today. So obviously, on a number of levels, it's not a shoe that I would wear after 6 o'clock with a navy suit. However, it pairs perfectly with several of my casual outfits, like a linen suit, my tan suit, or even my blue fresco suit. It also would work great with a pair of khaki trousers and an odd jacket, and even a pair of blue jeans on the weekend. The English call it a derby, but we here in America call it a derby or a blucher. This simply refers to the open lacing design versus an Oxford which features closed lacing. The benefit of the open lacing design is that it allows the shoe to expand and contract more throughout the day than with the traditional Oxford with its closed lacing style. So you can wear it with a thin pair of socks, but if on the weekend you're out in the field and you want a thicker woolen pair of socks because it's cold, this shoe can still accommodate those socks because the open facing simply allows the shoe to open up and expand. This style received its name from German Field Marshal Blücher, who invented this style of lacing for his troops because it was taking them too long to get their boots on in war. And of course, it was Blücher and the Duke of Wellington, the namesake of our collection of luxury shoe care accessories, that defeated Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. There are, of course, several different styles of split-toed derbies. The differences primarily have to do with how the apron and the split toe are sewn together. What I like about Edward Green's Dover is that the apron is sewn together by hand and not by machine, using a beautiful lock stitch that gives this shoe great visual texture to the forward part of the shoe. And instead of using the same stitch down the split toe, Edward Green uses an invisible seam where the two layers are sewn together on the reverse. The result is a much more subtle break to the split toe that I personally prefer. In addition, Edward Green burnishes the toe, which further draws attention to the forward part of the shoe where all of this beautiful handwork takes place. There are other subtle design characteristics of this shoe that I think really help balance out this model. You see right up here, up the facing, this stitching right here is done by hand. And then we have a nice arc with machine stitching that is done at a high density up the facing of the shoe to the top. Then here on the rear quarters, there's an additional pattern piece that again just gives visual separation between the forward part of the shoe and the rear part of the shoe, and then helps increase the durability of this back element. It's done with double parallel stitching, which again is just a subtle design cue that I think just increases the level of sophistication of this shoe. Even on the heel, you see how Edward Green is paying close attention to these pattern pieces and how it arcs up, down, and then around and up the back of the heel. These small details are easily overlooked when they're so perfectly executed because they seem so subtle and naturally occurring. This shoe is beautifully balanced and features all the hallmarks of an exceptionally well-made shoe that one would expect from a firm like Edward Green. The shoe also features a square waist where the welt continues all the way down the side of the shoe and doesn't stop at the heel, but in fact goes all the way around the back of the heel and to the forward part of the shoe again. You'll also notice that on this particular shoe, the outsole, although not a double outsole, is slightly thicker than something like the Chelsea, which would be an in-town black cap toe Oxford. If you needed a more substantial construction that was going to be worn extensively outside, then you could always have this shoe made through Edward Green's made-to-order program with the rubber day-night outsole. But for more casual use for most people, I strictly prefer the leather outsole because it just gives a degree of elegance to this otherwise casual shoe. Edward Green prides themselves on using the highest quality leathers from the uppers to the outsoles. The uppers are cut from the highest grade French and Italian calfskins on the market, ensuring that the shoes will not only be beautiful out of the box, but will also age and patina equally as well. The uppers are hand-clicked or cut out by hand, allowing the clickers to avoid any natural blemishes on the leather and use only the best areas of the hide. The outsoles on the Dover and all of Edward Green's leather-soled shoes are traditional oak bark tanned leather outsoles that are tanned in pits for 9 to 12 months in a solution of oak, spruce, and mimosa barks. The result is an incredibly durable, water-resistant leather outsole that lasts 3 to 5 times longer than ordinary outsoles. Leather outsoles also allow for additional breathability, helping the shoe better regulate moisture and temperature throughout the day. The result is a leather outsole of unequaled comfort and durability. Edward Green also builds additional structure into their shoes using leather stiffeners, which are hard leather pieces sewn between the interlining and the upper. The additional structure is not only important to helping create a more comfortable shoe, especially throughout the arch, but also helps control unnecessary creasing, which inevitably makes a pair of shoes look old and worn. The level of finishing on a pair of Edward Green shoes is, as one would expect, exceptional. Here you can see that the outsole is sewn onto the welt with an invisible channel stitch so that you can't see any of the stitching that holds the outsole to the welt. This creates a beautifully finished outsole that is just as beautiful as the upper, but is something only you will see. In addition to being beautifully finished and smooth, it also is stamped Made in England right here on the waist so that you know that this shoe has the provenance that you would expect from a shoe at this level. In addition to the beautifully finished outsole, you can see that the level of attention and detail continues to the heel itself. Not only is it finished to match the outsole, also made from oak bark tanned leather, but you can see that it has brass nail embellishments that again just help heighten the level of finishing of this shoe. One of the reasons that brass nails are used as opposed to stainless steel nails is that it's a softer metal than stainless steel and wears at the same rate as the leather, so that you don't have to worry about brass tacks sticking out from the leather and scratching your wood floors. The Dover is truly a staple of Edward Green's ready-to-wear collection of shoes and is available in no less than 15 different leathers on their website. In addition to this beautiful dark oak smooth calfskin, this style of shoe is perfect for a textured leather such as hatch grain or pebble grain and suedes. The split-toe derby is truly a classic casual shoe. However, if you fancy something that Edward Green does not offer stock, almost anything can be commissioned through their made-to-order program. One of the great pleasures of owning a pair of Edward Green shoes is that most customers are able to find a really well-suited fit-last combination, which ensures their shoes are as comfortable as they are elegant and well-made. Because we all know that at the end of the day, the true measure of a great pair of shoes is how comfortable they are on our feet. Edward Green's lasts are stylish and well-balanced, but have been very much designed with fit in mind. If you have any questions on sizing or require a special width, Edward Green will also make up your specific width fitting in any stock style for no surcharge. So while they might only carry some seasonal styles in an E width, should you find that you are in fact a C, they will make a stocked style up in a C for no additional charge. This is an exceptional level of service rare amongst many shoemakers. As far as sizing is concerned, it's important to note that UK shoe sizes are 1/2 size smaller than the equivalent US shoe. So if you're a 9.5 in an American shoe, such as an Allen Edmonds, you would probably want to purchase a UK 9 from Edward Green. As far as widths are concerned, E denotes Edward Green's standard width. The Edward Green Dover split-toed derby is available in the United States for $1,600 with free shipping and returns, and in the United Kingdom for £1,200. Edward Green has an exceptional online store, extensive network of stockists worldwide, and of course, their flagship boutique in London at number 75 Jermyn Street. Whereas Edward Green is unmistakably not an inexpensive shoe, we judge the shoes we review here on the quality for a given price. Unlike some similar shoes at this price point, Edward Green is not a fashion shoe, it is a heritage brand. What you are paying for is an exceptionally well-made classic shoe whose quality of construction and materials is totally substantiated by the price. In short, a pair of shoes from Edward Green is an investment piece that, if cared for properly, will easily yield decades of great use. This Dover model from Edward Green is an absolutely beautifully executed split-toed derby. I really appreciate the hand-sewn apron and the invisible stitching on the toe, and the burnishing that brings your eye forward to the area of the shoe where all this exceptional handwork takes place. This is a classic and a staple. Right up there with the penny loafer, a split-toed derby deserves its place in every great shoe wardrobe. It would go perfectly with the jacket I'm wearing today and a nice cotton pair of chinos, and next to a nice slip-on like a penny loafer or the Baron Dorites that I have in my collection, the Dover and Dark Oak from Edward Green is absolutely a shoe that I can recommend and would love to add to my wardrobe. If you haven't watched our review on the black cap-toe Oxford Chelsea from Edward Green, click the link in the upper right-hand corner. It's an exceptional video and a beautiful shoe, so don't miss it. I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm wearing a bespoke W.W. Chan odd jacket made with the Xenia fabric, a bespoke white Charvet shirt, and of course a Kirby Allison sovereign grade Ancient Matter tie. What I love about Ancient Matter, it has a nice chalky hand, really unique colors that only come through the Ancient Matter dyeing process. And as with all of our sovereign grade ties, it's exceptionally well lined to produce a beautiful knot and nice dimple. I'm wearing a Seamanoke Godard pocket square and a pair of bespoke light gray dress trousers made by my tailor Chris Despis with single reverse pleats and tabbed sides. I'm wearing a pair of our burgundy silk and wool sovereign grade dress socks and my bespoke George Cleverly seamless hole cut mock semi-brogues.